Everyone, this is Steve Maggi from SMA Law Firm, and I'm going to answer the question of the week. The question is, what is the new executive order on immigration, and will it have an effect? The new executive order was signed yesterday, April 22nd, 2020, with the purpose of supposedly protecting U.S. jobs by restricting the influx of immigrants from outside the U.S. Its stated purpose is to allow Americans to recover their jobs while stopping immigration from the outside. And I'll explain to you now why I do not believe this will have any effect at all. Number one, immigrants can't travel now to the US because there's restricted entry. There's essentially a bar on all travel for foreign nationals into the United States during this coronavirus epidemic. And the only people who can enter the United States now are US citizens, green card holders, family members of US citizens and green card holders, diplomats, and crew members. So essentially anyone who has any kind of work visa or tourist visa now can't enter the United States anyway. Number two, the US embassies and consulates are not giving in-person interviews, which means that no foreign nationals are receiving new visas of any kind right now. As long as the embassies are closed and they're not consular processing visas, this bar that's essentially in place or supposed to be in place because of the executive order has no effect because there are no visas being issued or even being processed. The duration of the order, number three, is that it's only for 60 days. And the entry ban and the pause of the consular processing of visas essentially has the same effect, has already been in place for a while, and will continue until the United States reopens its borders to foreign nationals. Number four, let's talk numbers here. What effect could this possibly have? Well, just so you know, if the Department of State is functioning efficiently, it's going to issue about 75,000 immigrant visas, which means green cards for employment-based foreign nationals every 2 months. And we've had 26 million Americans file for unemployment in the past month. So if you think about 37,500 visas being issued per month versus 26 million jobs being lost, you can see that on an economic level, this really has no tangible effect, even if it were to go into place. Number five, the order does not eliminate the granting of immigrant visas. All it's doing is pushing the pile back. What does that mean? If a foreign national receives an approved petition in the United States and they simply wait and they're waiting outside the United States to get their green card, to get their immigrant visa, they don't have a time limit on processing. What that means is that this is just prolonging the inevitable, which is that those individuals will still be able to get their immigrant visas. And so this could potentially stop 75,000 people from getting immigrant visas in the next 2 months. But those same individuals will eventually get the visas and come in and be able to work and compete for American jobs. Number six, most foreign nationals work in the United States on non-immigrant visas. Right now, we have more than 1.5 million foreign nationals who are here on temporary visas. And some of those can last up to 5 years. They can be extended, some up to 7 years. Some have renewals without limits, like the E2, which allows people to renew for 5-year periods. So the effect of on American jobs is not really so much the immigrant visas or the green cards that are received by foreign nationals as much as it is the immigrants who are here temporarily. And it's important to point out, number seven, that most immigrant workers get permanent residence by adjusting their status within the United States once they already have temporary visas. And so right now, this order does not stop non-immigrant visas or temporary visas from being issued. And if the travel ban is lifted and the embassies are opened and there's no new executive order that's issued, we will have the great majority of foreign nationals still being able to get their visas and work in the United States. For those reasons, I think that the executive order will not have any effect at all. If you have any questions for me, you can write me at smaggi@smalawyers.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.